type slash variant explained. So basically, Glock with the switch, with the beam, with the mag on it. Let's go.
Bolters are one of the most iconic weapons in the Warhammer 40k universe. This chunky gun is all hard edges, oil.
This gun look 1,000 years old, bro. This thing still got the oldie grocery receipt on the gun, bro. It still got the receipt on it, just in case they want to return it after 1,000 years of just blasting everybody, bro. Yo, he still got the receipt on it, just in case he want to return it, just in case it jammed. He's like, yo, Doc, yo. It's either I get my money back or what? I mean, the receipt's still on it. Like, you know, like, what we gonna do? Like, what? What are we gonna do? Yo, the receipt.
Field metal and has just
When I was blasting people, when I was on my 30 kill streak, yo, the gun jammed. Yo, that's very dangerous. As a matter of fact, bro, I feel like I should really get my money back. Yo, if I'm the clerk at the gun store and I look at this old gun right here,
this chunky
if I look at the yo, and somebody just came back from dropping 4 nukes in Call of Duty Black Ops 7 with this gun right here, and he talking about some, I want my running rack. Yo, I'm like, yo, you've already dropped 4 nukes with it. What? It jammed, bro. Like, I still got the receipt. Yo, and I look at the receipt, and the receipt's still on it. But let's just keep it real for what it is. Like, there's nothing you gotta give him his money back. This is impressive. Imagine, like, recording, like, 30 headshots, but bro still got the receipt on the gun. Bro, how hasn't this thing, like, disintegrated? How hasn't this thing burnt up? Like, this is crazy.
gun is all hard edges, oiled metal, and has just enough Baroque details to remind you that the bolter is not just a battle rifle, it's a holy symbol of the Emperor's wrath.
Oh my goodness. I gotta take her on a date, yo. I'm sorry I'm pausing so much first 30 seconds, but man. Yo, you can tell, bro. Respectfully, I know I'm gonna get a little, you know, I'm gonna push the line a little bit in this video. Yo, one thing I'm gonna say about a girl, yo, you can tell a girl bad, bro, when them thighs thick. Hey, let me tell you something. Listen. When them thighs thick like these right here, I know you've been out to searching for someone. Y'all start singing like I'm Drake.
Bolters are used as the primary weapon for both the warrior nuns of the Adeptus Sororitas and the warrior monks of the Adeptus Astartes. But you'd be hard-pressed to find an Imperial or ex-Imperial army without at least some type of bolt weapon in their loadouts. It's the brick that forms the very foundation of mankind's galaxy-spanning empire. So get the sacred oils ready and pay attention while we tell you all about the bolter. To say that the bolter is a battle rifle is a little misleading. The standard infantry bolt gun fires a self-propelled, depleted deuterium 75 caliber shell. It's got a mass reactive detonator cap that explodes.
Yo, how many parts this thing got?
Contact with a target, a diamantine tip for breaching armor, and can be adapted to many specialty uses by simply swapping out the payload. This means that for a standard bolt shell, the operation cycle is as follows. 1, the user pulls the trigger. 2, a shell leaves the barrel and after a moment ignites its onboard propellant. 3, the shell picks up speed as it flies to the target. 4, the combination of dense metal core and diamantine tip allow the round to breach the target's armor. 5, the payload, typically a small explosive, detonates.
So wait, you tell me after whoa. Okay. Hold up, yo. First of all, let me just say this real quick. If you have your hands on this weapon right here with this ammo, yo, you're a school threat, you're a menace to society, you should be locked up at once. You should be locked up at once, bro. There's no way a human being should have this type of weapon. Yo, we should be using this weapon on aliens and stuff like that. There's no way. There's school threats out here using this on other human beings. Did you just see what I just see? Look. Look, yo, look.
its armor.
So, boom. The thing entered his body, right? He not, first of all, obviously, GG's for him, right? It's over with. Right in the chest, like, the heart's like, yo, what is this? Bow. It's over with, right?
The payload, typically a small explosive.
Yo, I beg your pardon. Correct me if I'm wrong, but, like, it looked like his body just went crazy. This is what we're doing? Yo, and let me just, listen. I'm not a anti-gun person now. Now, obviously, I'm just keep it real for what it is, y'all. I'm not much of a gun person in real life. Obviously, when it comes down to like Call of Duty and stuff like that, bro, GG's. Like I got all the new guns, whatever. But even hackers give me the new guns. Yeah, Call of Duty, get your security up. Listen, one thing I'm gonna say about this is, bro. In real life, I don't got no gun on me. Respectfully, I don't like. I just want to stay away from guns. That's just how I am. Yo, if you got this gun right here, bro. Seek help immediately. Seek help immediately. You should be in chains right now, bro. You should be locked up, bro. You should be like under the White House right now if you got this gun. For real. Like no lie. Like genuinely. Like, oh my goodness. Hold on, I gotta make sure my mic is still on. Give me 1 second, y'all. My mic's still on? Yes, good.
Detonates.
This
the
is
Boltgun
crazy.
is not a rifle, it's a specialty rocket-propelled grenade launcher. There are some exceptions to this though, but the vast majority of bolt weapons operate by firing their 75 caliber or higher round and letting the shell take it from there. And the payload can be anything from the standard explosive round to tranquilizers, psychotoxins, razor filament wires, and psychically impregnated shrapnel. Whether it was because the bolter was such a versatile weapon or that it was made to be versatile because of its
Now, with her right here, you know, the girl with the thick thighs, yo, I'm not gonna lie to you, yo. Hey, yo, what's her name say in that one song? You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. Yeah, like no lie, yo. Yeah, hey, to Mrs. right here. First of all, y'all, don't gatekeep. Tell me what her name is, y'all, please. Yo, hey, Mrs., whatever your name is, yo, I'll walk up to her. Yo, she can have the gun pressed against my chest like these. I'll be like, yo, babe, hit me with your best shot. Like, bro, I tell her right there, yo, why don't you hit me with your best shot? Like, bro, I would have told her, right? For real. Fire away.
importance and the ease at which it could be produced, bolt weapons have some of the widest range of ammunition types in the whole universe. For many, the bolt pistol is a status symbol, a beacon of power so difficult to maintain that they end up being quite rare. For armies that employ servitors and Martian tech adepts, however, the bolt pistol is a sturdy and reliable sidearm that shares ammunition with the larger bolt guns, making them ideal for any army that uses both. Bolt pistol variants come in many flavors, from the standard Astartes pistols and Primaris heavy pistols to the exotic drum-fed Necromunda types.
Ooh, this thing got the extended drum with it. Dang, this thing, yo, it got the fat clip. Dang, I didn't know there was that many like different type of like, you know, variants of Glock. Wow.
And even the Votan bolt pistols, as they came from mankind long ago, and so had bolters with them when they spread out into the stars.
Now, real quick, y'all, comment down below. What's y'all favorite Warhammer Glock? Down below.
There are even some canes made for the rich or well-connected in the Imperium that are essentially single-shot bolt pistols, which has to be one of the least elegant hidden weapons I've ever heard of. Honorable mention goes to be one of the least elegant hidden weapons I've ever heard of.
Oh no. Let me just say something real quick. Let me just say something. I'm gonna say something real quick, yo. You know, and like I mean this from like the bottom of like my heart. You know what's so crazy about this is like I didn't even know this right here was a weapon, y'all. I didn't even know. No. Listen to me. I'm not even joking with you. I'm not even like trying to be funny or nothing, y'all. I didn't even know this was a weapon right here, bro. I literally didn't know. This is wicked work, bro.
Honorable mention goes to the Spitfire bolt pistol, which is actually a modified flare launcher that was redesigned to fire rocket-propelled distress flares. Not quite the same as a regular bolt pistol, but you get points for trying. The Boltgun is the original bolt weapon, the gun everyone thinks about whenever 40k is even mentioned. It's the standard firearm of the Marines and the Sisters of Battle. It has more variation than Tzeentch has schemes. It is the gun that all other bolt weapons are modeled on, and though it is showing its age, it's not even close to losing its throne. The standard bolter, if there is such a thing, is a rifle-like weapon meant to be used in two hands, although Marines frequently ignore that part. Like we said earlier, a bolter can fire a huge array of specialty shells and can be used in many different configurations. Subtle variants have been built on planets across the Imperium, but since most of them operate like regular bolters, we'll just cover the really weird ones here. A list of bolters is incomplete without the Stalker bolter, a bolt gun that has been modified to shoot much more quietly than the booming action one normally expects. The Forge bolter proves that bolt guns don't even have to be held in any hands, being mounted on a servo arm to leave a Tech Marine's hands free for other work. Even the bolt casters used by the Legio Custodes are just bolters built into the ancient and powerful Guardian Spear and swords of the Emperor's bodyguards. It would also be good to mention here that bolt guns are often merged with other weapons like plasma and meltaguns to create a combi bolter.
That makes sense. You can actually kind of see it too.
Each of which are rare and valuable weapons.
What is this, bro? Bro, look at this, y'all. Bro, why are they got strings tied up around the... We're doing anything now. Y'all, they have strings like close. You ever see like a kindergartner try to fix something and they put like a bunch of tape and like, you ever seen a man try to fix something and they put a bunch of tape around everything? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, that's what we do. And we put like a bunch of tape and string around something to like keep it together. This is what it looks like, bro. This looks like we didn't have no screws, no nothing. And in order for this gun to really work, we have to close everything together up with a couple Jordan 4 shoestrings. This is crazy. Bro, one shot from this thing, bro. This whole gun gonna just explode. Gonna just fall apart.
Only given to the likes of Space Marine leaders and Inquisitors. Honorable mention here goes to the Angelus Bolt Carbine, which should not be confused with the Angelus Bolt Gun, which is used by the Blood Angels Elite Sanguinary Guard. The Angelus Bolt Carbine is actually a black market bolter that is made from scraps and loaded with ammunition that has been stolen from the production lines of the Fane Phykos on the world of gunmetal. The resultant carbines are built to an extremely high quality and sold off to rich clients who want to own their own bolters. The bolt shotgun is the only weapon on our list that is not used by any army in the Imperium. Designed and wielded by only the Leagues of Votann, these shotguns are essentially close-range, harder-hitting versions of the weapons used by the forces of humanity, and that's not a coincidence. The kin of the Leagues of Votann were once human explorers and miners, so they were equipped with human weaponry that has since diverged in their evolution similarly to the kin themselves. If the Imperium wasn't so stubborn about adapting alien technologies, they'd probably love to use these things. Designed by Belisarius Cawl himself in order to properly equip his new Primaris Space Marines, the Cawl Pattern Bolt Rifle is the next chapter in the bolter story. Built larger to accommodate the bulkier forms of Primaris warriors, the bolt rifle is capable of great stopping power, and even though it's still relatively new, the bolt rifle already has a bunch of variants. Auto bolt rifle.
So I wonder, hold on. See, I don't know if I should give out my idea for somebody to take it, but sure, I'll give it out. I wonder if I can, like, steal. I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, well, typical, look at the skin color. Be quiet, yo. Be quiet, yo. I see you straight to the block party. Be quiet. Be quiet right now. But listen, seriously though, real quick. Real quick, 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 real quick. Hypothetical, hypothetical. So if I was to, I don't know, steal a bunch of these guns, right? Can I like flip them and then like sell it to like a bunch of these like Marines or whatever and make a lot of money off of it? Can I do that, right? Do that actually happen in Warhammer? Y'all let me know down below.
Rifles for more close-range suppression, stalker bolt rifles for stealth ops, heavy bolt rifles for maximum intimidation. There's even an actual Primaris carbine based on the Call rifle and used by the lighter armored Phobos warriors. Oh, and let's not forget the Shrike pattern bolt sniper rifles, allowing Marines to really stretch the maximum range potential of a bolter. The bolt rifles are great weapons, a true successor to the venerable bolt gun. Storm bolters are the result of someone asking, hey, what would happen if we taped a pair of bolt guns together? The answer, incidentally, is that you would get one of the most effective assault weapons in the galaxy. Even from that first thought, the twin-linked bolter...
Nah, they're doing anything now, bro. You know what's so crazy, bro? Like, in real life, there are dudes, bro, who, like... I know I joke around with the whole, Glock with the switch. Bro, there are dudes, bro, who put, like... They would take, like, a regular Glock, y'all. And then they would add this long, extended drum... No, sorry. They would add this long, like, extended mag, y'all. They'll have like a beam, like a little red light beam on it with a flashlight. It's like I don't even know how the gun works at that point. Like it's crazy.
Which would become the Storm Bolter was used primarily by Terminator squads, veteran assault units equipped with almost indestructible tactical dreadnought armor. These Marines are in need of fast-firing weapons that can stand up to the abuse from being used by the powerful but clumsy Terminators and the situations they often find themselves in. You see, Terminator armor gives its wearer extra strength and stability, and so the Marine wearing a Terminator suit worries even less about recoil than their light-armored comrades. All of these factors come together to make the Storm Bolter capable of firing at the same ranges as a regular bolt gun, but twice as fast, and as a result, the Storm Bolter sees service across the Imperium, both with the warriors of the Astartes and as pintle-mounted defense weapons for vehicles. Typically mounted on Primaris aggressor units, the hefty Boltstorm gauntlets mount a bolt gun onto the housing of a huge power fist. This allows these heavy assault units to have some ability to hose down a target with bolt shells before closing the distance to finish them off with their crackling fists. The Boltstorm gauntlets have technically been around since before the Primaris put them into wider service, with notable weapons like the Gauntlets of Ultramar used by Chapter Master Marneus Calgar being a clear example of this sort of weapon. Heavy bolters are another classic, a large and cumbersome variant of the bolt gun that is used for everything from Space Marine Devastator heavy weapon squads to vehicle-mounted defense guns. The heavy bolter typically fires a larger caliber version of the standard bolt shell and is such an effective weapon that every Imperial and ex-Imperial army in the galaxy relies on it to suppress and destroy enemy infantry and light vehicles. This has led to many variants, including the Primaris Assault Bolter, which is intended to be used one-handed by Gravis armored Inceptors, and while heavy bolter variants aren't as numerous as the ones for bolt guns, the importance of this infantry portable cannon cannot be overstated. Okay, we are cheating a bit with this one. The psykannon is technically a heavy bolter variant. It's a large, fast-firing bolter.
He was doing the Macarena with it. Y'all saw that?
Cannon is technically a heavy bolter variant. It's a large, fast-firing bolter. However, the unique nature of the psykannon in its heavily specialized role led us to placing it in its own category. As we said, the psykannon is basically just a heavy bolter. However, not only has this weapon been heavily modified to shoot psychically charged shells, it's only used by one army, the Grey Knights. This most secretive chapter of Space Marines operates as the Chambers Militant for the Ordo Malleus, the arm of the Inquisition most suited for fighting the demonic forces of chaos. As such, Each and every warrior of the Grey Knights is a psyker in their own right and use their powers to fuel a unique array of weaponry. The psycannon being one of those, with each silver-tipped shell charged with negative psychic energy that is guaranteed to give demons and rogue psykers a very bad day. But in the hands of a trained Grey Knight, the psycannon can also infuse their shots with a little bit of extra power. It's kind of disappointing that these weapons are only available.
Bro, what is this? This don't even look safe on him. Yo, if he fired this one time, bro, his arm will never stop shaking. His arm gonna vibrate until he pass away. No lie. Like, bro, whenever he shoot it, it's gonna shake all day long. Like, how is he gonna nah? Because it looks like it's attached to his arm. You get what I'm saying? Like,
to the Grey Knights,
bro.
I'm sure plenty of chapters would love to deck out their psykers or psychic dreadnoughts with one of these weapons as well. And now we're getting into the variants that only appear on vehicles, and we're starting with weapons that follow in the fine example set by the Stormbolter. More specifically, if duct taping two bolters together gave us the Stormbolter, what happens if we just keep adding bolters? Well, that's where you get the Tempest and Hurricane bolters. These sponson-mounted weapons are really just arrays of regular bolt guns. The Tempest array is composed of 4 bolters and can be found on the Reaper variants of the Primaris Gladiator grav tanks, while the Hurricane array consists of 6 bolters and can be mounted on ironclad dreadnoughts, Stormraven gunships, Centurion battlesuits, and the iconic Land Raider Crusader variant. These arrays are used for frontal assaults against massed infantry, taking the incredible stopping power of the Boltgun and multiplying it for obvious results. It might be a simple concept, but the most effective weapons often are. Everything tends to get weirder and more unique as they get larger, and bolters are no exception.
Hold on.
More unique as they get larger.
This is the so it's the same gun, but they just added a stock to it, basically. Yeah, they just added a stock to this gun.
Larger, and bolters are no exception, especially once they've been mounted to a vehicle. Something about being free from the constraint of needing to be portable leads designers to think up some wild applications for weaponry. The Avenger bolt cannon is a fairly standard idea that is often found on Imperial Navy fighter craft. It's a Gatling bolter, adding a huge boost to the fire rate of a heavy bolter. Similarly, the Mauler bolt cannon is a heavy bolter designed by the Mechanicus for use on their battle automata, but instead of going for a faster fire rate, the Mauler goes the other direction and loses some of that ability in favor of loading much larger shells. The Mauler ends up being a fairly effective tank killer as a result. But points for the most unique bolter vehicle weapon probably go to the Scatterbolt launcher, a design created by the White Scars Space Marines Legion back during the Great Crusade. An underslung design, the Scatterbolt was mounted on the Shamshir jet bikes, and instead of firing directly, the Scatterbolt fires a wall of bolt shells that have been primed to explode before impact, spreading a wall of shrapnel and explosions just ahead of the bike as it...
That's cheese. Nope, unfair. Take it out. Unfair. Call of Duty, patch it right now. Call of Duty, patch it right now, bro. Call of Duty, patch it right now. Oh, I'm sorry. Games Workshop, patch it right now. Bro, this is legit, bro. This gave me PTSD from Call of Duty, bro. After, 10 plus years of playing Call of Duty, yo, we've seen so many unfair guns that, Call of Duty had to, patch a lot of guns. Bro, Games Workshop, take it out the game. Games Workshop, take this out. This is cheating.
Charges forwards. Finally, we get to the big boys, the Titan bolters. Yes, the bolter is so
I need a big boy.
Yeah,
it's a song, yo. Chill out. Don't put me in no compilation. You know the song is cuffing season and all the girls they did it. I need a big boy. It's a song, yo. Chill out. Don't. It's a song.
Even been adapted to the towering god engines, transforming them from simply infantry killers into city-leveling calamities. The Castigator bolt cannon found on smaller Imperial Knight Titans, and the Vulcan Mega Bolter found on a range of large Titans like the Reaver and Warlord Titans both hurl oversized bolter shells at incredible rates of fire and are capable of blowing meter-wide holes in even the strongest fortifications. Needless to say that any infantry formation that finds itself in sight of one of these truly colossal weapons is very quickly relegated to the past tense. The bolter is such an iconic weapon. Subtle variations and army patterns have provided us hobbyists with an incredible range of bolt guns to equip our minis with over the years, so if we missed one of your favorite makes, let us know in the comments.
Bolter gun slash Glock. I'll probably say my favorite is definitely early on in the video. I think it's actually the bolt pistol. Yo, whatever pistol she got is the one I like, respectfully. So it's either one of these. I'm gonna go with this one right here though. I'm gonna definitely go with this one right here. Other than that, man, again, comment down below what you guys think about the video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel on the road to 10,000 subscribers before the end of the year. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next one out. Peace out.